Got a great video for you today, real fun one. We're doing what we call Grumpy's Smack Burgers. What's a smack burger, you might say? And I would say thanks for asking. A smack burger is a combination of both a smash burger, which you've heard of. There's burgers you smash flat on the griddle. You get real good crusty sear on them, the laces on the edges. Just a wonderful, terrific tasting burger. And combination with that and the crack burger. Now the crack burger is more of a viral thing that's happened over the last couple months, but it's a super flavorful burger that's everybody loves. They are fantastic to eat. We love to eat them. But the problem is you can't smash them like you would a smash burger because there's so much stuff in them. It makes it hard to stick together because they're very, very moist. So they're harder to make. But we've got a tip slash trick we're going to try. Never done it before. Disclosure, we've never done this before. We're going to try it on the camera. But if you're seeing this video, there's probably a pretty good chance that it worked at least somewhat, right? So we're going to show that to you. See how it goes. We'll do some with that trick tip and then some without the trick slash tip and see how it goes. So we've got our griddle going, and we're going to put our buns on and get them toasted first. Now, I want to get these buns toasted all the way up first because I want that out of the way. Because we're going to do it, we don't have to worry about that while we're doing our actual smack burgers. We don't have to worry about the buns. We want those out of the way and done. So we'll have this. It should be nice to have them out of the way. And we'll get these done. This won't take but just a few minutes. All we did was put a little butter on there, toast them up. We're gonna and we get a little oil on the griddle, not too much oil, just a little bit of oil down. And the griddle's costing very, very, very seasoned, of course. So we're gonna see how this does, and hopefully we'll get these to toast up real well here. So we'll go ahead and get these burgers or buns toasted up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get some gloves on. We're gonna talk about what's in our ingredients in our smack burgers. Now, the smack burgers are gonna have it calls for a cup of cheese. I don't put quite a cup because you put so much cheese in there, and that cheese melts. It makes it very hard to make a smash burger because it sticks to the parchment paper that you use to smash it with. So I've used about 3/4 of a cup. I just got some finely shredded cheese here. I just shredded it up real fine. It's medium cheddar, not a sharp or a mild, just a middle of the road type cheddar. You're going to want to use gloves on this, guys, because it will get sloppy, no doubt. And we will get that in. Check our buns real quick. Nope, not quite yet. Still working on that. They're not doing anything much yet. They're getting there. We got it really low. I don't want to get it too hot. The problem with the griddle is when you get it too hot, it's hard to recover from that. It stays hot the whole time and you can't do much with that. So we want to make sure we don't get it too hot. Anyway, so we got about 3/4 of a cup of cheese here, medium cheddar. We're going to mix it in here with the hamburger. Now it's a lot of cheese, guys, I know. We've got now the regular recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of sour cream. We're putting 2, once again, to keep it from getting so moist it won't stick together. So we're putting 2 tablespoons of that sour cream in here with it. This is where it's going to get messy, so we're going to It calls for 2 tablespoons of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, just regular dressing seasoning. We're going to put 1 tablespoon in because, again, the more stuff we put in there, the harder they are to keep together. So we're going to throw it around here a little bit, mix it in. 1 tablespoon of that. It calls for 1 tablespoon of salt, pepper, garlic SPG. You can make it yourself. You can buy them. They're very common. Just a very basic mix: salt, pepper, garlic. We're putting half a teaspoon or tablespoon, excuse me, half a tablespoon. I'll put all these ingredients in the description below and on your screen right now. And then we're going to do, they actually call for either for anywhere from a 1/3 to a 1/2 to, or excuse me, a 1/4 to a 1/3 cup of bacon bits. We're going to put right about just over a 1/4, between a 1/4 and a 1/3 of bacon bits. Mix all that together, and we'll pat our burgers up. Now, yeah, we're getting toasty now. Yeah, man, really good. Starting to toast up really well. That's hot, guys. Imagine that. It's hot. Woo! That was done. Woo! That's done. That was not quite done. Man. That was not quite done. For a griddle being on pretty low, it's pretty hot, guys. Imagine that. So those are getting done. We're going to let these finish, and then we will go back to our burgers and mix all that stuff together, pat out our balls, get our balls made up, and then get to smashing. So just a couple minutes here while we let these get to let these get toasted up real good. So here's the last of our buns toasted. These are the last two lids. Yeah, look really good. Look really, really good. Pleased with that. So now what we'll do, guys, we'll finish mixing this whole thing up, all these ingredients into here. Now, once again, I'm using gloves. You're going to want to do that because it's going to get very messy. Move that out of your way. We'll mix all this together now. Sour cream and all, just kind of mix it together. And you'll feel the bacon bits get mixed in and all that stuff. So it's just do the best you can. I try not to mix it too hard because I just feel like it kind of messes up the consistency of the hamburger and makes it kind of not that much harder to stick together as well when you're mixing it too hard. So we'll get it all mixed and make it into a ball here, and we'll smash this entire thing. No, I'm kidding. We won't do that. That'd be a gigantic burger, wouldn't it? All right, so here we go. You see a really well mixed. Now I'm going to cut this in half, best I can tell. I'm not going to get exact. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is in this part, here's our tip trick slash that we're going to try. Just like what you would with meatloaf. A lot of people do with meatloaf. We're going to put a little bit of egg in this, and hopefully that egg will help it to stick together as well. So I'm not going to put the whole egg. Usually I put one entire egg per pound. We have a whole pound of 80-20 ground chuck right here. We're going to put about half of it probably. I've got the whole egg. I don't know if you can see it or not, guys. I don't want to spill it everywhere. I'm just going to pour a little bit on there and then mix it up. I whipped it so that, or whisked it so it wouldn't have to worry about that. There's about half the egg. Now my goal is just to mix all this egg into this as best I can and see if this will work. Hopefully this will make it stick better together. Don't know if it will or not. It's making my hands very, very wet and gooey. Feels like it may make it worse. I don't know. It's just that worked great with eggs, with meatloaf though, so we'll see. We'll give it the old college try here. Now I got to change gloves so I can, well, can make some balls here to pat to smush. That's about right. That's about right. It's probably a little big. I'll pull some off of it, I think. That feels better. That's about right. I think I can get 2 burgers out of each side, I think, is what I was trying to do, but I don't know if I'll do that or not. Out of each half, I mean. There's 2, I need 2 more. Yeah, it's gonna be close. I think we'll do okay. Alright, guys. Again, that's feeling pretty soupy. This might not be the right thing to do. We're gonna give it a try though. Okay. Get these gloves off because they are just terribly nasty. Get them down with the trash. And get a couple more. So now we will take, we can put a little bit more oil down just for fear of these sticking with that cheese. Oil down though, and we will let it get heated up a little bit. Now what I like to do is I have these little round parchment paper, guys. I'll show you. I think I got them off Amazon. Give me a second to zoom in there and show you these. Got them off Amazon. They work great. What I'll do a lot of times is I'll take put it down, get some oil on it, turn it over, and it'll stick to the smasher pretty well. So just having some oil on there makes it stick better. I don't know. It seems like it works for me. Now we're going to take 2 of these balls, and we're going to put them on here and give them a smash. Now I'm going to smash these, but I'm not going to smush these. I'm just going to give it, a little bit of a swirl, let it cook for a second underneath there. Usually with a smash burger, you put it on there and you hold it down there for, was it 10, 12, 14 seconds? Sometimes they say. I don't know if I'm going to do it that long. I'm going to let it stop like that where the parchment sticks to it, and then slowly pull this off. And we've got a beautiful looking smash burger there, smack burger there. So far, so good. Same over here. Kind of smash them around. Let it hold up for a second. This part's not the hard part, guys. The hard part's going to be getting the spatula underneath it and getting it to not compartment. I go to pick it up, like right there, So that kind of caught me there. This is going to be okay, I think. Yep, that's all right. Just going to get that off there. Save it. part of that burger. There we go. That good. As you can see, guys, they are rather difficult to get to stick together when we're smashing, especially. So let's try these two and see if we can do any better. Try to get it even. They smush so easy because they're so moist. There's no resistance, and so you got to be very careful. It's hard to get an even smush. See how this does? I did really well. Try this one. Wow, it's actually not doing bad, guys. Fingers crossed. Hey, good deal. Not bad at all. I'm pleased with that. I don't think I smushed this side of this one very well. Again, because it smushed so easy, it's hard to know. That is actually doing really well. Definitely comes apart very easily. See how it's like a map of the oceans, doesn't it? That one's not bad. Ooh yeah, looking really good. Now I'm gonna get my cheese ready. Oh man. Oh yeah, looking really good, guys. I am very pleased so far with these. How they're doing here. Okay, well that's pretty good for having so much stuff in there and adding egg to it to make it stick together better. Man, that did really, really well compared to what I thought it was going to do. I'm very pleased with these. I'll put this on put the burger on here, the bun. I'll tell you what, guys, well, there's two of them done, the two that we're going to do with egg. Now let's mix the others up. Gosh, those look good, guys. I hope y'all find those to look as good as I feel they are. So we are now going to make 4 balls out of non-egg dough, what I call dough, so to speak. Plenty of grease and oil on the griddle. Here we go. Again, I'm not going to smush them, I'm smashing them. I'm not going to just push them down real hard. Try to make an even smush, or smash if you will. Yeah, boy, that's looking great. So it might not just be the egg, guys. It might be taking a little bit less of the liquids and all the additions we put in there to make them stick a lot less. Perfect. Looking good. These last two. Oh yeah. Again, notice I'm not smushing or smashing really hard. I'm not smushing them. That's a big, big point, I think, in doing this. You just take your time and don't just annihilate these things. That would not be good for them. Just kind of push down and hold them, get them flat as you can. That was pretty small, but that's all the hamburger we had left. So we'll get these two done, and then we'll be ready to go. Ready to give them a try. Now, I'm a mayonnaise guy on my burger, so I'll put some mayonnaise on here. And we'll give that a try. I'm just putting American cheese, like I said, on these. I'll try one of the egg ones and one of the non-egg ones and see if there's a bit of difference in the taste or texture, anything like that. This right here will be the telltale sign when I go to flip them. That one's wanting to stick a little bit right there. Okay. Looking good, guys. Looking really, really good. All right. Let's get the rest of our cheese out. there it is. About lost it. Couldn't find my cheese. All right. Oh. We'll just cheese them up a little bit and we'll bun these things up. Ready to go. Ready to give them a try. Like I said, just mayonnaise only. We'll get them on a plate. I'm not covered in grease. I'm not covered in grease. Too bad actually. It's not bad at all. These have been really easy to make, man. I've been really pleased. So very happy with how these are going. So far, knock on wood, I got a little bit of work to do yet. There we go. Take some of that grease off. There we go. Take some of the grease off. Wow, again, looking great. Cap them, scoop them. Oh man. We're going to turn this off. We're going to get some mayonnaise, put some mayonnaise on them, and we'll be back in just a minute to give them a try. Hang right in there, be right back. All right guys, here we go. We've got our 4 burgers here. Got the 2 ones with the egg. The 2 in the back are the non-egg ones. We're going to mayonnaise one of these. You know, it's kind of funny to do egg and then add mayonnaise to it, but I like mayonnaise. So we're going to put a little mayonnaise on one of these. And then we'll give it a try here. Alright guys. Look at that burger, man. That just looks so freaking good, doesn't it? Look at that. The cheese, the burger. Really pleased with that. Here we go guys. Take a bite. Ha. Oh my goodness. That's phenomenal. Absolutely the best burger I've ever had in my entire life. That is absolutely the best burger I've ever eaten. Hands down. Oh my goodness. The flavors, of course, what we put in there, again, those will be in the description as well as I put them back there on the, I'll put it together. Those seasonings, obviously we love the crack burgers because they're just the flavoring in there, but when I smash those things and get that sear on there, oh my gosh, it's perfect, perfect. I urge you to give this a try, guys. Just watch the video a couple times and see how I did that when I smashed them. I didn't smoosh them, I smashed them, and that was just golly. Now we gotta try one of the ones with, you know, just because for science purposes, we gotta try one that we didn't put egg on. See if it made any difference at all. We'll give this a try and see what we think. This is one with non-egg, no egg in this one at all. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Unbelievable flavor. As I'm telling you, absolutely the best burgers I've ever had. Touching those buns made a big difference. The lace on the outside of those burgers, man, it's just so good. Give it a try, guys. If you make smash burgers, if you have a Blackstone, never done them, do them. Grumpy Smack Burgers. Now, I don't know if I'm going to stick with that name. If you guys have a better name for them, by all means, put it in the comments. Please, let's come up with a name for these things because they're smashed crack burgers and we need to have some kind of name for them. So by all means, put a name in there. Guys, we sure appreciate you watching today. We hope you will smash the like button if you got any value out of this. Please hit the subscribe button if you feel so compelled. We appreciate your support very much. Until next time, guys, we will see you at the smoker.